Hello, 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 hello. This is Archie Luxury. You're on Archie Luxury live stream. You're on the Archie Luxury channel, and we are broadcasting live. We are live, and we are firing on all cylinders. That's right, guys. We're firing on all cylinders. What can I say there? What can I say? Yeah. Yes, sir. What can I say? It's a fairly tricky thing. We're here, we're live. We are live. All good. We got our first super chat of the night. Thomas Burnett. Thomas Burnett, £2. Wednesday night live with the Pontiff Rooney. Thomas, I'd love to have you on, man. I love chatting watches with you. I got to be honest with you. Who does not love chatting with Thomas about watches? Hey, who doesn't love that shit? Who doesn't love that? I don't know who doesn't love that. That is cool. Cool shit. That's for sure. Thomas, jump on. Let's talk about the watches. I wanted to ask you, what are you buying next? And I gotta throw the question out there. I gotta throw it out there, man. I gotta throw it out there. I gotta tell you, my watch box. I've gone through a sell-off. 6 pieces. Gonski. 6 pieces Gonski. And 6 pieces Gonski. And you know what, guys? I tell you this now. Let's get a few. Let's invite. Who do we invite? Well, let's invite Goldberg. We want Mark Zuckerberg. We'll get him on. We would like. Who else would we like here? Let's have a look. We got. I don't know why Jay Anthony doesn't come on. Come on, Jay Anthony. Come on, man. Talk watches. Hofmeister, jump on. Hofmeister. Jump on. Who else is there? I've got, Bear. Occasionally we can get Bear on. We'll wrangle him on. I fucking gave keys to Narc for you, Bear. You asked me to do it or else you would disappear. Tanzil, will send him an invite. Who else do I want to invite? Tusa. What the fuck happened to Tusa? He used to come on all the fucking time. Now he's behaving like a bitch. Come on, man. Jump on. Doc BBW. He always comes on at the end. That's okay, Doc. We love you. As long as you come on. Who else have I got here? Aussie. I fucking love Aussie expat. He is so fucking cool, man. Jump on. Just having a look here. Who else we got? Just having a look. Who else can we invite? Toyota Mosi, Mental Jock. Jock's not my friend. Jock turned nasty. Jock's not. Jock's not my friend. Clivers, JD, he's working. Kelso, I don't know why the fuck he doesn't come on anymore. They're busy. People busy. Life changes. It always. Tommy, come on, Tommy. You don't have a life, do you? I mean, Tommy, I said to Tommy, buy a fucking apartment for yourself, man. You made the bucks, big bucks. Buy an apartment, get a house or apartment. No, Tommy knows better. Does it? Nope. No! Okay, Tommy, get it. I get it. I get it. Now I don't understand this. Why is that the case? We're going to show comments on the stream as well. Guys, I don't understand any of this shit. I got to tell you, what are you buying next? Okay, so for me, I sold off. I sold off a lot. Why? Why did I sell off a lot? Because I fucking needed the money. That's the reason. Why do you think I fucking sold things off? Oh, it's just because, you know what? Why do you sell things off? Brokers, brokai. That's the reason. Brokers, brokai. What do you want me to do when things get hard? You know what I'm saying? When things get really fucked us. So I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I sold the World Time, the Breguet Type 21, Cartier Ladies 18K, IWC Petite Prince, JLC 18K Master Compressor, two-tone bluesy, and the Seiko SPB 297J. That's the Save the Oceans. Sold all these watches off. How much profit did I make? $250. Fuck, that's bad. But the market's coming down. Market's coming down. It's a bad market. You got to realize, you got to understand how fucked the market is, because it's fucked. It's really fucked. What am I buying next? You know what? I actually like Steel Sports. I'd love to add Rolex, but they're expensive. I'd love to add a Reverso, a Super Ocean, Breitling Super Ocean. That's what we got a super chat. Horror breakdown, $2. How many watches do you travel with? Which actually, it's a good question. How many do I travel with? Usually 1 or 2. Okay. When I went to China, I actually had ordered a new strap, so I wanted to make sure it fits. So I took my Explorer 2 and the Breguet Tradition. And I gotta be honest with you, I would say, totally honest with you, what am I buying next? What's the best watch? What's the best watch I own? In my case, it's probably the Tradition. Okay. The Breguet Tradition. That's the one. That's what I would say it is there. And it's got a text message from Den. You know, that's HR. HR just dicking with my listing. You know, just HR, just fuck off, man. You're a cunt. You're a cuntosaurus. You're boring. You're boring. I just find you so fucking irritating. Irritating is the understatement. So irritating. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's just so irritating. You know, HR, man, fuck, you're just an asshole. You're just an asshole. You just I don't like you. I really don't like you. You're just annoying. Can I say that? You are just annoying. Very fucking annoying, okay? What the hell's Doc's report? Why the hell does he have a fucking wrench. Ban user and delete comments. Docs report doesn't get a fucking wrench. He's a cunt, that guy. Arsehole. The guy's an arsehole. Don't like him at all. I hate him. So what can I say, guys? You know, it's just very, very fucking hard. There's so many horrible fucking bastards out there. I try and make a good stream, try and get some good guests on. It's a difficult thing at times. Let me just checking my users here. How does some of these Irix guys see that's a nice. He was always such a good guy. Irix guy, Surdy Danny, those are people I like. There's certain people I like, certain people I don't. Whatever happened to Strider? Has Strider has he recovered? Has he recovered? That is the question. You got to ask yourself, just having a look here, who's in my list? We got some good people. There's good people. Corrado, he's a good guy. WC90, he's pretty cool. Just having a look. Okay, that's done. Hidden users. Let's have a look. Oh, those are. Oh, that's the dickheads who. Yeah, okay, that's how it's done with the bots. Nasty bots. So, RX guy is awesome. We got Terry Boston. Jump on. Terry, $15. Another tag Hoya Monaco, sir, or a tag automatic chronograph. Terry. Which one are you getting? I'd only recommend the Caliber 11. That's the one you need to get. Caliber 11. Caliber 11. That's the one you want to get. That's what I would do. Caliber 11. Caliber 11. That's it. That is it. Money is so important to these people. And it's funny, you know. What salary do you need to afford a BMW 330i in Australia? AI tells me you would likely need an annual income of around 120 to 180 or more, though a rough range of 100,000 can be considered for a comfortable purchase. Fuck me dead. This is AI is AI is very, very clever. What salary do you need to afford a Rolex in Australia? Rolex in Australia. Oh, AI. Oh, AI. To afford a Rolex in Australia, the salary required varies depending on the model, as the prices range from 8,000 from an entry-level Oyster Perpetuals to over 40,000 AUD for high-end models like the Day-Date. Actually, I think they're a bit more. You can afford a Rolex if you can purchase the watch without affecting your financial stability, which includes having emergency funds, stable job security, and a good retire. What the fuck are these losers talking about? What salary do you need to afford a Rolex watch in Australia? Let's see what they say. Fuck! Listen to this, fuckface. This is actually quite interesting. Playing with AI today. Let's go and look at these super chats. We've got Horror Breakdown. How many watches do you travel with? Which ones? As I said, normally 2, usually 1. Thomas Burnett, £2. Wednesday Night Live with the Pontiff Fuckaroonies. NATO, $3. Do you account for interest in credit when selling? No, of course not. No. No. Because, you know what? do I also account for the fact that it's my living and I need to have, the watches helped boost my income? You don't. I don't. Okay, I don't. Fuck, this is one of the nicest whiskeys I've ever had in my life. Okay, beautiful shit. See, it's too hot, then it's too cold. I can't get the aircon right. I just can't get the temperature right. Fuckface. Chingao, motherfuckers. No, I don't account for interest. No. Terry Boston, $15. Another Tag Heuer Monaco, sir. Or a Tag automatic chronograph. Ah, fuck. Why don't you look at something better? Rolex! Terry, just get a Rolex and be done with it, man. What salary? Let's do this. I'm doing some Google. We're doing some Google fun, okay? We're playing with what we're doing today is, guys, I'm just playing with some Google. Let's do some Googling. Here we go. Let's get some Google up on the screen. Let's get this fuckface. What is the average salary of a Rolex owner? Hey, fuck me, Dad. Let's look at this shit, hey? Fuck. What's the average salary of a Rolex owner? Around 100 to 150 per year. According to a survey conducted by Rolex, this is US, the average Rolex owner makes around 100 to 150 per year. However, this varies greatly depending on the model. For example, owners of the more expensive Rolex models, such as the Daytona and GMT, have an average income of 200 or more. How much is an entry level? 910, 91. See, this is entry level with the submat. You try finding one. What's that, second hand or new? What is the entry level Rolex to buy? Oyster and Explorer. Can you get a Rolex for 6,000? The men's did between 5. Oh, it's the compact side. What's the lifespan of a Rolex watch? Can last a lifetime? Can I walk into Yes, but don't expect to be like walking into your local department store. Can a regular person buy a Rolex? Yes, anyone with the financial means can buy a Rolex. What's the 30-70 rule? Is it okay to buy a 20-year-old Rolex? Oh, okay. Is the top 1% watch? Fuck. Okay, let's go and ask some questions here from AI. Look at AI. What salary do you need to afford a Breguet? There we go. Breguet watch in Australia. Here we go. Let's look at this. Let's have a look at this question here. To afford a Breguet watch in Australia, your required salary depends on the specific model, with entry-level price potentially costing about 8 to 10,000, more complex costing more. A general guideline is to allocate 5 to 10% of your annual salary for a watch, meaning a salary in the range of 80 to 200 will be likely needed to purchase an entry-level Breguet, though this can be varied. Oh, Breguet Type 20 or an older model from the Classic collection might start around 8 to 10,000. They're saying many watch experts suggest spending 5 to 10% of your annual income on a watch, but this is not a guideline. This is a guideline, not a rule. Look at that. We're asking, what salary do you need to afford a Breguet watch? What salary do we need, fuckface? What do we need to earn, churn and burn? What salary do we need to afford a Breguet watch? That's quite interesting, isn't it? A Breguet. Okay, let's put a Breguet 7057 watch, okay? To afford a Breguet 705, which can cost around 30 grand on the used market, you generally need a salary of 100 to 150 or more, depending on your financial priorities, other expenses, or whether you're buying new or used. This assumes, okay, what salary do you need to afford a new, we'll put new Breguet 7057? Okay, so they've got the wrong information, see? Where did they, oh, that's from Chrono. See, they're using Chrono. Look at that. That's quite clever. What salary do you need to afford a Patek? Let's try a Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe 5130G in Australia. 150 to 200. The watch costs approximately 60 to 70,000. Okay. Look at that. What about no papers? No papers. What do we need to earn to get a 5130G with no papers? Fuckface. See, it's quite interesting here. See, look at this. We're asking questions from AI. What salary do you need to afford a new? What salary do you need to afford a rub and tug massage? Rub and tug massage in Australia. There we go. To afford a massage in Australia, your required salary depends on the type of massage, as costs vary from 60 to 120, and therapist salaries range from a salary in this range. So what does that mean? Average annual salary for a massage therapist. Okay. Hourly rates. That's interesting. What salary do you need to afford a new car in Australia? To afford a new car in Australia, a general recommended budget is to spend no more of 10 to 15% of your annual gross income on the car purchase. Interesting. Very interesting, guys. How much should you spend on a car? What salary do you need to afford a what's a good watch there? Omega Ford and Omega Speed Master Man on the Moon watch in Australia. Look at this. To afford an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon watch, you'll need to budget around 10 to 14,000 for a new professional and potentially 8,000 or more for a pre-owned. A good rule of thumb is to be able to save up the price within 3 to 6 month period if you can comfortably set that. What salary? Well, does it answer it? Not really. Does it answer it? Very interesting question. Very, very interesting, guys. What do you think of that, hey? Look at that. Cheers. We got a super chat, fakers, super chat. Super chat. We got a super chat from Chief Tit, $3. Have you got anything left in Tiger Green? No. No, I don't. I don't. I tell you what I got left, what I want to sell. I'll show you. I'll bring up the prices now. Let's get it up on the screen now. Let's get this baby up on the screen. Let's go and have a look. I'll show you, Chief Tip, what I've got left because I do have some pieces. I'll give you a price, okay? I've had a bit of a drinky and I'm happy to show you what I got for sale. Let's go and have a look. Chief Tit, you want to see what I got for sale? Let's bring it up on the screen now. Let's bring her up on the screen. I'll give you a rundown of what's for sale for you, Chief Tit. Chief Tit bought, very kindly, he bought a piece of LV from me and he wants to know if I got anything else for sale. Yes, of course, Chief Tit. For you, everything is Louis Vuitton. Okay, let's have a look here, Chief Tit. We got some stuff here. Let's have a look. We got somebody's jumped on the panel. Who's AV? This is that dickhead. Hey, fuckface. Why do you keep coming on like that, dick? I'm just going to ban you because you never show your face. You want to damage my channel. That's another Uzi plant. I've banned him. Okay, he's banned. Chief Tit, let's have a look what's for sale. I'll show you exactly what I want to sell. You can have a look here. So I got to tell you that watch roll. See the watch roll on the floor there? That is the watch roll on the floor. I want to get rid of that. Look, it cost me $1,600. $1,000. You can have that watch roll. I'll sell that. What else have I got here? Let's have a look. You got the Diplomat. Okay, that's the Diplomat I had there. I tell you what else I've got. You got the Dippy. I've also got a President. Now that I'm going to keep the pilot case. I'll show you. Let's have a look here. The President. If you want, I can sell the President. The President. Let me know if you're interested. What else have I got? President would be about $3,000. I've got, what else have I got here? Yeah, I would actually sell my big suitcases if you're interested. I want about $3.50 each for them. Okay, if you're interested, $3.50 each. I've got 2, and they were painted by LV. I got some travel. If you want I got a Pegasus. That you can check in luggage. It's in nice condition, not perfect, but it's nice, usable. Look, you can have it for 15. How much do I want for it? Make it $1,700. You can have it. It's about 7,000 retail, believe it or not. And I've also got a toiletry bag to go with it, which you can have for, I think I fucking paid a fort. That's the toiletries bag here. This is the toiletries bag. There you go. You put your pills and potions in. That's the Tiger toiletries bag. I would sell that for about $450. Aussie dollars, guys. Yep, that's what I've got. There we go. That's the toiletry and the Pegasus. That's what I've got there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've got. There you go. There you go. We've got Horror Breakdown, $2. Should we only buy Paddock secondhand? To be honest with you, Horror Breakdown, of course, most watches you should only buy secondhand because they depreciate fucking terribly. That's the reason, because they plummet like a stone. They plummet like a stone, guys. That's what they do. They plummet like a stone. Come on, guys. Anyone want to jump on? I might actually have to start getting Bateman back. Might send him an email. What do you reckon, hey? Send him a mail. I might ask him. Because it's hard doing these streams without some support. No one's coming on. It's fucking hard doing these streams if no one comes on them for me, isn't it, hey? It's very tough. Paddock, you really should buy Paddocks. I mean, perpetual calendars. Fuck, you've got to buy that shit secondhand. You can't buy that new. Definitely. Def in at Lee. Let me tell you this now. Definitely buy that shit pre-owned. You don't want to buy that new. You don't want to buy that new. You got to be careful, man. You want to be careful. Be careful. You do want to be careful. That's what you fucking want to do. You got to be careful. You got to buy that shit carefully. Horror breakdown, $2. Should we buy only Paddock secondhand? You fucking bet, man. We've got Crown Gold. Would you buy a Tudor? If so, what model? If so, you know, I like the Black Bays. I like the Monte Carlo. I like the Tudor Black Bay Pro. You know, the one that's the Explorer 2 retro kind of one. But I fucking hate the Royale. Fuck, that's ugly fucking dog turd of a shit. Absolutely fucking dog turd of a shit. That's what it is. It is a dog turd, you know? I fucking hate it. Fucking hate it, you know? Yeah, it is a dog turd. Dog turd. Dog turd. See, the thing you got to remember is, fuck me dead. Tudor has the, you know, Tudor, fuck. It just shits me off, okay? It just pisses me off the way turds bring it up. You know what I mean? It's just shit. I don't know what to say anymore. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. I don't know what to say. It just shits you off. Just everything is garbage, you know? Everything is garbage. Garbage. It's just garbage. I don't know what to say. You know, people don't jump on and help me on the streams anymore. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Let's see if we can get the Bateman, you know. Come on, Bateman. He's watching the stream. He's desperate. He's got no life. Jump on the stream and help me out, man. I think I got to start paying Bateman to come back because you know what? What the fuck am I supposed to do when I got nobody who jumps on and talks to me? What am I supposed to do? It's difficult. It's just difficult. Everything is difficult. You know, it just pisses you off a bit. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. I don't know what to say anymore. What do you say? You know, I don't know. It just annoys me. Nobody helps you. Nobody helps you at all. You know, it's just fucking hard, man. It is hard, okay? I don't know what to say. It's difficult. Nobody jumps on. Jump on the stream. Come on, man. Jump on. What I do? I do in the stream. I got 120 people. Nobody wants to jump on. Fuck. I think I need to get the Bateman back. We need Bateman back. What am I supposed to do? You treated... fuck that. It was a paid arrangement, for fuck's sake. Let's get him back. Hello, Bateman. Please let me know. Please let me know. Bateman was always paid. I got no one jumping on. Man, what can I do? Got nobody jumping on. I want to keep the show punching above its weight, man. We need people on. It's boring without Chief Tit. How you going, man? Love you. Did you get everything okay, Chief Tit? He's a good guy. I love Chief Tit. Yep. Yep. He's not a bad guy, Chief Tit. It's just sending a message to I had some good luck. You know, I sold a number of things. I would sell more off. I would. Yeah, what can you say? It's very difficult. It's very difficult when you're streaming. No one jumps on. I do a stream. No, does anyone want to come on? No, they don't. They don't want to come on. I don't know. That's just the way they do it. See, they just don't. I don't know what they want anymore. What do they want, man? What do they want? You know, it is difficult. Things are not easy. They're not. It just makes it really tough. That's what it is. It's tough. What can I say? It is difficult. You know what I'm saying? It is very tough. And nobody comes on to talk to me. They just, what do they want to do, man? Flounder here by myself, you know? I don't know what to say, you know? I don't know what to say. Oh, we got Mike, the snake. I needed the snake. How you going, Mikey?
Oh, I'll come and talk with you.
What's going on, man? Are you and Watch Nick friends, or if that's not the case? Tell me the truth.
I honestly don't know
He's an asshole. Just stand up for yourself and say, the jerk, I'm never going to be friends with him. It's over. I hate his guts. That's what I want you to say. Man up and say it, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not going to discuss anything about Nick. Anything I say,
He's
even
a
over
cunt.
here,
He's a
is
cunt,
used.
Mike. He's a cunt. Come on, man.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that.
He's a fucking feral cuntosaurus.
Yeah, but and it was I don't want to really talk about him because it just brings fucking shit down raining on me, and it doesn't matter what I do or where I go or where I am, and so I'd just rather not discuss him at all. Um, we could talk watches or cars or something. We can talk about
Yeah.
fucking some people sending super chats in like they fucking should be. Archie's out here putting on his show all by himself. This is hard times for him. Fucking support him, man. Come on.
No more Breguet talk, Mike. I stopped the Breguet talk.
Oh, glad to hear that. I never ever
Glad.
said
Mike,
I
what the
never.
fuck else do I talk about then?
Well, everything else. There's 1,000 other watch brands. Remove the financial thing about it, and then there's all kinds of fun watches to talk about, whether they're less expensive or horribly expensive. Who cares whether or not you're going to make money or lose money? It's interesting just to see different new shit, you know. So if you put like these prerequisites on it that it has to be a money making watch, that'll hold its value that we talk about, and that's all we talk about. Well, you just like knocked out 90% of every other watch brand and model that exists, and I think we could talk about Seikos, or fucking anything, Tissot, Ratos. It'd be fun just to discuss how shitty those are or whatever, and
What about
glad.
Breguets, Mikey? They're an amazing
Well,
watch.
we've
Undisappointed.
had we've no, I've never said I didn't like Breguet at all. I love Breguet, dude. I respect them as much as the Holy Trinity. They have the longest history in watchmaking of probably anybody. Now, I've been learning about their kind of phoenix rising. Actually, I think, what is the story? They went out of business. They got bought up by Swatch or something, or so they're kind of like
You're
a
telling the story, Mikey. You tell me, Mikey. You tell
I don't
me, Mike.
I
You're
don't know.
the expert. You're the one who brought
No,
it up.
well,
I gotta
uh,
grab
uh,
this super chat. Crown Gold, $5. Do you like the Breguet? Sorry, do you like the Tudor Black Bay 58 with the burgundy dial? Pull it up. Let's have a look. No, I think the burgundy bezel is far enough. Okay.
yeah,
I really do think the burgundy bezel is enough. Okay. I've been playing with Google AI and it tells you what salary do you need to afford a BMW, afford anything. It's quite funny. I find it hilarious.
So, I may be wrong about. I thought that's what I heard somebody say about Breguet, and in that they, went out of business and were brought back,
Hey,
and so.
Mikey, you're the one who went down this track. You're telling the story.
Well, no, Darsh, don't be like that.
You're telling the story, Mikey.
No,
Here we
I'm
go. This
asking
is
you
the black
about it.
bays. I got to tell you, the black bays that I like. Let's have a look here. That we want. See, I prefer the burgundy bezel with the standard dial. I'm not a big fan of the burgundy. I really, yeah, I'm not. I like this. This is my favorite. This is my favorite burgundy. Burgundy bezel black. That's the one I like with the burgundy dial. Fuck. You know what, Mike? It kind of sucks. Okay.
Yeah, I love the regular Black Bay with the burgundy dial. Much more than
Okay.
the
Let's
Black Bay
pull it up.
58. Much more than the Black Bay 58. It's larger. It's it's proper size in my opinion, 40 or 42, 41, 42. It's not smaller than 40, and it still does kind of have the, it has the old anodized bezel. It hasn't gone ceramic yet, but I love the original black base. Yep, I think they're a great watch.
Dial. That's what we want. I don't know why it did that, for God's sake, Mikey.
What's that?
Hey, Mikey, you there?
Yeah, now
it pulled off for a minute there. I don't understand that.
Yeah, you went you froze for a second, and you had no audio or anything for a second there. David H says, I thought Mike left.
I don't know why it did that.
I'm not Mike. This is a different person known as the method actor known as Mike the Snake. Mike the Snake, he might come back someday. I'm a different Mike.
The burgundy dial's on the 38. That's on the 39 millimeter one. That's what it is. Okay, so let's pull that fucker up. Mike, what do you think of this watch? See, I think it's too much red.
Yeah, totally. And
we got JD red. Joining us. JD, how are you, man?
Just a little drive-by. Thanks for hopping on, Mike. Be nice to Mike. Don't attack him. Be nice. Do you like my Monaco, Mike?
Yeah.
You like that in black? I think it's kind of cool.
Is it DLC or PVD coating?
It's DLC. What's the difference between that? Is that the better one?
Yes.
The better one?
I
think I think it's better, longer lasting.
PVD is like a coating, okay, and it's much more easily scratched. And DLC is a process. I don't know the exact process, but it actually molecularly bonds with the metal. And I've got a DLC coated pocket knife that's been in my pocket with change and my keys and stuff for 10 years, and you cannot see a scratch on it.
Okay, that's good to know, Mike. Thanks for that.
And PVD is insanely hard to scratch. And so if you, I'm not a big fan of black watches personally, but
yeah, that's cool.
If you're going to go black, PVD is the coating you want to go with. It's just insanely more durable. I know that about, because I dealt with a lot of DLC stuff when I worked at a machine shop.
Awesome, Mike. Anyway, I've got to go, but keep it up. Thanks for hopping on, Mike. It helps a lot to have you there.
Well, stick around, man.
No, I'm actually at work, so I've got to go and do stuff.
Okay. Well, that's a cool watch.
Thanks,
I'm really close to pulling the trigger on a caliber 11 Monaco.
Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, a friend of mine's got the original, like the Steve McQueen, the blue one with the caliber 11 and the crown on the left.
Talking to my jeweler friend, he says like an original vintage one, they're around 30 or 40. And the new reissue is the caliber 11. The old one was never called the caliber 11. It was just the Monaco. But the new one the reissue is called the caliber 11, and it's the one that has the crown on the other side. And of course, I want to get the Steve McQueen version. And a second choice, if I were to buy two, would be that Gulf colored one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was tempted by that one as well.
I really love
that
the colors.
That's killer.
I love the colors on that dial, but it's not the watch Steve McQueen wore.
No, of course not.
But I'd gladly own two of them.
Mikey, would you change the diff oil on a car?
I just did.
There you go. All right, boys. I'll catch you later. Take care. See you later.
AD never calling. Here we go. We got our good friend.
How's it going?
How are you going?
How are the comms? How are the comms?
The comms. How are you going, Patrick?
I'm good. I'm really good. I have to say, I had to call in because you know what? Here you are whining like a little bitch of how hard it is while you're all by yourself. Oh, no one's fucking coming on. No one's coming on. And then who shows up?
Mike
heard you say, Mike heard you just floundering. And he said, I can't leave Arch like that. So he calls in, and what do? What do, you fat piece of shit? You immediately put him in an uncomfortable position about watch Nick, and you try to, I mean, geez, no wonder you're on the panel all by yourself. Who the fuck wants to come in and get abused like that? You should apologize to Mike the Snake for your horrible treatment.
Sorry, Mikey. I'm sorry, okay?
You and your fucking stupid bragades. No wonder you're all by yourself and no one comes on. I wouldn't come on either. How you doing, Arch? You all right?
Yeah. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Mikey, diff oil. Would you change your diff oil?
I just did, Arch.
What mileage should I change my diff oil in my BMW?
I don't think. Look in your owner's manual. If it's, just change the diff oil when it says maybe it's 60,000 miles. Yeah, it's sealed for life. Most normal street cars never need their diff oil changed. They run the lifetime of the car. If you want to take care of your car, change it out at 50, 60,000 miles. But your diff oil and your transmission oil last near forever most of the time, unless you're driving, let's say, a race car or something and really pushing things heat wise and pressures wise, and then you'll change it more often than never. I just changed mine because it was a new car to me, and I didn't know, it's been tracked and raced for many, many years, and I didn't know whether the fluids in the tranny and the diff were 20 years old or 15 years old or
Little Dave, $2 says differential oil should be changed at 30,000 miles.
There you go. Okay, that's a good somebody who knows.
Is this like servicing a watch? Should you get your vehicle serviced, or you should just sell it instead of servicing it, like I do with the watches?
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I bought my Ducati. The salesman told me that the expensive 15,000 mile service had been done, and that was one of the selling points, because then I knew it was good for at least 15,000 miles before I needed to spend any big bucks on it. And they didn't. The guy really pushed that fact, and that's really what got me to buy it. Honestly, I love the bike, but the fact that service had been done, because it's like near $2,000. I was like, okay, He said, yeah, that the 15,000 mile service has been done early, and so I bought the bike, and now I can't. He's playing dumb, the salesman, and I can't get confirmation from anybody. The shop doesn't know the bike or the guy's name. Nobody will give me the guy's name, the previous owner. So I can't.
What was his name, Mike? What was his name anyway? Did you ever find out what his name was?
No.
Oh shit.
And so like my bike's right at 15,000. So I'm trying to not have to unnecessarily spend $2,000 on that service if I don't have to. You understand? If I can find out that yes, it was done as the salesman told me in the first place, then I'm good to go for 15,000. But if the salesman was just full of shit, which is pretty much the case, then
yeah. Well, did he? Is this about the Cube? Are you talking about the Cube?
No, I'm talking about my Ducati, my motorcycle. And every 15,000 is a major service where you got to replace the belts and you got to check the valves. And the majority of the labor is just taking all the shit off the bike.
Oh, it's a lot of work, Mike. Sounds expensive.
Well, like I said, I think it's about
$2,000. For a motorcycle?
Yeah.
But my God, it's Italian. That's fucking Italian bike.
Terrible.
Well, Ducatis have always been more expensive to maintain.
You don't even speak Italian, Mike.
Compared to Japanese bikes, yes, they're more expensive, but they.
Chief Tit is on. How are you, my good friend?
There you go.
How are you?
Hey.
How are you, mate?
Hey.
How you going, man?
What up, Big Titty?
How are you,
got
mate?
everything received okay? You're happy with it? I just want to make sure you're happy because, I'm
absolutely ecstatic. I'm absolutely ecstatic, mate. Ecstatic. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You're a gentleman.
You got the receipt for the clock repair too, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Actually, yesterday I went in because I had the E90 batteries.
Yeah.
I went into Cartier.
Yeah, they undo a screw at the back. It comes off, and it's very easy to do.
Yeah. But I didn't know, so I went in there because I was getting a strap anyway for an old watch of mine. And I said, look, while you're at it, can you bung in this battery for me? And so they did it. And listen to this. He goes, yeah, the guys here, yeah, the watchmakers here, we've put the battery in. Normally we'd charge you $100 to do that. And I said, okay, let's put a battery in. I said, fuck, it's a big. I said, I've got the receipt here from my friend Archie that I bought it from. And they changed the movement, so it's the battery that I'm giving you. I mean, what exactly are you doing? I could do it myself. And they go, well, look, unfortunately we've changed the battery, but we think it probably needs some other work because he can't get the alarm to work. And I thought, what the fuck's he on about? Anyway, I said, look, just give me the clock. If you change the battery, it's all good. Yeah, thank you very much. Glasses of champagne, the usual bullshit, and we left. Anyway, got home that night, like last night, turned it on. I set the alarm thing, and what the idiot was doing, he was going the wrong way round the clock to see if it worked. Whereas you've got to do it the other way and let the hour hand hit it for it to start working.
Yeah.
He just didn't even know what he was doing. So I thought, fucking
Yes.
idiot. And that's Cartier. You know what I mean? But anyway, it was all great. Thanks, Arch. I really appreciate that.
No, that's good. I'm really happy that it's gone to a good home. I'm not trying to pressure you to buy shit. I just selling a bit off.
I know. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a sort of mini set going in tiger green of sort of all of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I had a bit of tiger green. I tell you what, I mainly concentrated on that grey. That's the Adios, it's called, right?
Yeah. That's the
I've got an Adios President. It's not as nice as the Diplomat, but it is still nice. But you've got the green one. You probably don't need another President.
I don't need that. What I was going to get is the pilot's bag in the green.
Yeah, I had that many years ago. I had that. A lot of them they've gone sticky, but LV, they're really, and they charge a lot of money to change that now. They used to be reasonable.
What sort of money is it these days, Arch? What sort of money are they looking at to do that?
Nearly $1,000.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's not cheap. I got the Pegasus. I don't know if you're after a travel thing, but
yeah, no, not for me, Arch. But Mike the Snake, you know how you
toiletry bag to go with it.
I saw that. I saw the lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I kind of got the grey stuff. I got that dark grey, but I mean, I got a bit crazy. I bought a bit too much, and if I sell a bit off, I'm okay. I want to keep some still. I don't want to just sell everything off.
I want my shit back.
You need a couple of signature pieces just to keep.
Yeah, a few pieces is enough because. How many fucking as I said, I don't have an office job. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just.
Hey, Mike, you know how you were looking at that that tag before? Do you like the old original sort of tags? Like, I asked because I'm wearing this one today. Have you seen that one?
Is that nice. No, I'm not too familiar with the different models from Tag. I know their Carrera, and I know
this is the original
Monaco.
Carrera from '65.
Oh, that's a Hoyer, an original. That's a Jack Hoyer.
That's original Hoyer one from '65 with the wind-up mechanism.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I have to apologize for interrupting, man. That's what you call Micus Chingawas interruptus.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, buddy.
How big is that watch around?
Is that a 37, 38?
I don't know. Yeah, it must be. Couldn't be any more than a 38. Yeah.
That's considered a jumbo in those days.
Small wrists. I've got quite small wrists and like only 16.5 inch.
I love the sports. I love the sports strap on that. It looks so nice.
Fantastic condition.
It's really sharp.
It's got the original buckle too.
I love the strap.
Ah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah,
that's gorgeous.
It's a little small for my wrist.
Me too. Yeah, I wish I could wear that. Hey, Arch, now that we're in the fourth quarter, coming to the end of the year, we got to schedule some events before the end of the year. And I was thinking, we have to have an international trial. Who do you think would win a trial, Big Titty or Big Fathead Clyde? If we put the two of them up against each other, which of the lawyers you think would win? Big Titty or Fathead Clyde? International Barrister Convention. It's an international trial.
Yes. I think it depends.
Well,
different jurisdictions.
The
problem is they've got different jurisdictions.
Yeah, but and of course, Big Titty over here. He and of course, he doesn't know. Did he even go to law school?
Chief Tit, I got to come down to Sydney one day. We got to catch up, Chief Tit, one day.
Oh, definitely. We've got to do a real 80s style. We've got to do an 80s style lunch, an 80s style one.
Yeah, 80s style. Yeah, man. That's exactly it.
That's right. Like a Bond and Stacey
wants to rule the world.
That was a good song. The thing is, really, that makes me sad is like I bought stuff. I never use it. You know what I mean? Like it really.
Yeah.
It's just silly, silly. I mean, I love it, but I find Louis Vuitton's getting very, very materialistic. Same as Cartier. Yeah. Cartier, I said to Cartier, I need the converter for my pen. They wouldn't fucking get it for me. You know what I mean?
No. They're catering to the whole Asian market with masses of tourists coming in and just buying like running shoes from Louis Vuitton. It's fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They go and buy literally a pair of running shoes from Louis Vuitton. It's like there's nobody there that gives a shit about actually buying a piece of luggage. It's like pointless,
No,
they throw it around anyway.
And the thing is, Louis Vuitton's really trying to sell more fashion stuff like shirts and dresses and that stuff is huge money, but they're so expensive, like
money.
Expensive for it.
Yeah, it's really, really expensive, and all it is just some friggin' things that nobody that actually can afford Louis Vuitton here would actually wear in the first place. Do you know what I mean? It's like this sort of drug dealer rapper look. It's like ridiculous.
I've been wearing that look lately. I've been rocking that look lately.
You've been sporting it, have you, mate?
Yeah, it's good. Hey, so back to this trial, Arch. If you could be the judge. And that means that fucking fathead Clyde, he'll have to call you Your Honor. Oh, and of course, Your Honor. Oh, and of course, Your Honor. Wouldn't that be great if Clyde had to call you Your Honor?
I'd never become a judge. You got to actually do some work.
You'd be a great judge.
Just do your taxes and just give the final verdict at the end. Just make something up.
See, it's very, I got to tell you, man. A lot of stuff is negotiated before it even goes to a judge. It's sort of negotiate. You're in corporate, aren't you, Chief Tit?
I do a lot of equity stuff, like commercial litigation work. So sometimes it's corporate, but a lot of it's trusts related and estate related.
Shit.
I tell you who was the real. You remember that Michael McGuirk? Do you ever remember that name, Michael McGuirk?
Yeah, Michael McGuirk. Yeah.
He was nuts, that guy, wasn't he, or what?
There was a lot of characters. There's not as much of that anymore, to tell you the honest truth. A lot of those guys.
That's dangerous characters. They're very dangerous. He got killed.
Yeah.
And of course,
he tried to sue the Sultan of Brunei. I mean, he was nuts, wasn't he?
Yeah, there's a lot of nutcases out there.
Espresso.
You ever notice these young people that want to do law, and they always say the same thing. Oh, do you do criminal law? I really want to get into criminal law because they've been watching TV. Do you know what I mean?
There's no money in criminal law.
Exactly. That's what I say to them. I said, before you decide you want to do criminal law, go down to the local court at the Downing Centre. Go there for a morning because 99.9% of the criminal law takes place there. That's where the practice of criminal law is. And go and have a look at your potential clients. And there's these people that are poor. They're fundamentally poor people who've got like most of their teeth missing, they're on drugs, whatever it is, and they're criminals because they're poor.
That's like TW. Fucking no teeth, fucking big, he's drug addict, laying on the side of the road, and
T-Dubs is not a drug addict. He
he looks
but
like
you know
a
what
drug
I mean?
addict.
So then those kids look at it and they go, "Oh fuck, is that what it's really all about?" I said, "Yeah, it's not like
you think TW
TV.
pays his criminal attorney? He doesn't fucking pay shit. He runs out of the office.
Yeah.
So
excuse
me, Mr. TW.
Normal middle class people don't normally try. Normal middle class people try not to have run-ins with the law because it's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And
they don't need to.
Yeah, the normal day-to-day criminals never have any money. It's always the people on TV, right? They got rich families. The family sells the house. They think that's how it is. No, it's fucking scumbags, DUIs, domestic violence, the kind of shit Clyde does.
Exactly. And imagine having all of them as your clients and trying to send them a bill for $10,000 or $20,000.
You got to call them on Saturday.
Before you represent anybody, hang on a minute. Before you represent anyone, could you please put 5,000 or 10,000 into my trust account? That's rule number one.
Imagine telling them that down there with 3 teeth left in their mouth. Go and put 10 grand in my trust account. I mean, you'd be wasting your time every day on consultations with people who can't pay. So what's the point? It's a ridiculous area of law. You wouldn't do it.
What about divorce law? Is divorce law good?
They make the money.
There's a lot of money in it, but it's disgusting.
Like, you're fucking fighting over the couch at the end. You're fighting over the furniture. It's bullshit. Nobody wants
Tupperware. The Tupperware.
Yeah. The worst
sometimes
thing is
they'll lose everything, but sometimes it's that one last thing they don't want to lose, and they'll fight to the death to keep it.
You know what the worst thing about it is? I'll tell you right now in a nutshell. That they use children to try to get a better commercial result. Right?
Totally.
So somebody might have nothing to do with their kids, and then suddenly, oh yeah, I want to have custody for half the time, but I'll give up a bit of that custody if I get a little bit more money from you. And the judge never finds out about those negotiations.
I get to keep the house. I get to keep the house or something.
Yeah, that sort of shit. It's just I couldn't.
Not Mike. Mike would never do that. Mike, if you had kids, Mike, you'd give anything to spend all the time with them. That's how you
prenups aren't binding.
I was just agreeing with what
they are now.
He was telling about the situation of things, and I was agreeing with him. That's all.
No, chingao, motherfucker. I get it. I understand.
It does suck that kids get brought into divorce
now.
Yeah, they can be broken, but they are binding, right? So it's not like they have no meaning at all. Like a court can get around them, but
super chat for this craze, super chat for this quality content. Let's have some super chats. $1.
$2 cheap tit. Where is the pen collection?
In the basement. Why do you want to see it?
Are you a fountain pen collector, or do you want to see my pen collection, Chief Tit?
Well, and of course I had some fountain pens, but then and of course they leaked all over my white shirt, and of course I had to go home.
Yeah.
I have a Mont Blanc, but I lost it.
Yeah, where'd you get it from, Mike?
I got it from.
Oh, here we go.
Secret admirer.
Show us, Archie.
Okay, so this isn't necessarily valuable pens. These are more pens that I like. Okay.
Yep. Well, they're the best ones.
I always wanted a set of cross pens. You know, cross.
Yep.
You know the gold, thinny, skinny ones.
They're fantastic.
And these are Caterpillar. These were Caterpillar promotional ones.
My wife grew up a mile away from the cross factory. A mile. Yeah.
So do they have, what is it, a ballpoint and what else?
Lincoln, Rhode Island, baby.
A pencil, and a pen.
That's fantastic.
That wasn't expensive. That was like $100, $80. Okay.
Yeah, but they're good.
Oh, that's expensive.
I've got a Mont Blanc pouch.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I bought that 20 years ago, ages ago. Ages.
You know,
that's because you're Australian. You got a pouch, a Mont Blanc. I got it. You know what's in my pouch? A bunch of jizz. Oh!
I honestly was really into.
Mate, that pouch, Arch, that you've got right now, the equivalent one of that at the moment for sale at Mont Blanc in Sydney is $650.
You sure?
Absolutely. We just bought one the other day when we got that Agatha Christie looking thing that I showed you.
Oh, okay.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
$200, you can have this one.
Oh, that's nice. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. All right. See you next time. Thank you.
So my pen. Okay, so this is most of the pens here. So here you go. That's the pen collection.
That's beautiful, Arch.
No, I'll show them to you.
What are the ones on the left? What's that one on the left, the far left?
Okay, so I'll start at the other end. These are some interesting. This is a Dunhill pen.
Gorgeous.
And I had one of these, but it was stolen in the burglary, so I bought another one. This one is unique. So this is a little bit later than the one I had before. So it's a pen, but the top of it. Okay, can you see the thing for your shirt pocket?
Yes.
The clip. It actually. Oh, 1 minute. I gotta grab something. 1 minute. Hello.
Oh, everybody. Archie's got a parcel. I wonder what's in the parcel.
That parcel theft is really big
in America.
Yeah, they just follow the truck around, and as soon as the truck drives away, somebody runs up. He makes the delivery.
About that. So what happens is with this pen, you can actually control that lip. Okay, so it turns. I think it turns as. What does it do? How does it do that? Let me have a look.
What's that? Spring loaded or something?
The clip. It retracts in, or it comes out.
Oh, I see. Yes.
See the lip.
Yes.
You know, for the pocket.
Yep.
So you can. So it's got two controls there. Okay, so that's one I got. This is a great pen. This was a Dunhill, just a silver Dunhill ball pen. It's extra long. It's a little bit longer than normal.
Yep.
Okay.
I love Dunhill. Even for all of this stuff is great.
This is a Cartier. It wasn't. This was the Cartier pen I got. This was in. I had one years ago. As far as American Express points, you could get one, and I sold it. But I thought, oh fuck, you know what? For not a lot of, it was just a. So I bought another one. That Cartier shit is expensive as fuck now.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Was that sterling silver, that one, or is that one of the stainless?
No, that's silver. Mm-hmm. And this here, that's my Mont Blanc. Remember they used to do the burgundy? Yep. They don't do that anymore. That's burgundy with the gold top.
Oh, right? Fantastic. You can't get rid of that pouch then. That's burgundy as well.
Yeah, that's why I bought it to match that pouch.
No, you can't get rid of that pouch. You must keep the pouch with the pen.
That's just a standard Mont Blanc. These are expensive. That
very
standard
expensive.
Mont Blanc.
They're up at about 900 now.
Passed away, I'll tell you the story, okay? When my son passed away, you know, he had an addiction problem. There was a little bit of insurance money that came. It was just a couple $100, and I decided to spend it. Because what do you do with a couple $100, right?
Yeah.
And I got his initials on the pen. It's a Cartier pen.
Yeah. Let me see the top of the cap.
It's got the
beautiful.
And it's got his initials there, AJP Cartier there. See that there?
Yeah.
And that's a lovely. I just thought, you know what? What do you do if that was actually $700? I thought, fuck it, just buy something to. You know what I mean? It's just something. Yeah. Then there was this. This is a Dunhill fountain pen in black.
Yep.
And it's lacquered. It's not plastic. It's actually metal with proper lacquer on it.
Fantastic.
So that's the Dunhill one. I've also got a Cartier version of that.
Oh yes, and it's got the triple rings at the top.
The Trinity. And I fucking sent this to Cartier. I said to them, I want the conversion tube so that I can put the tube in there and suck in the ink.
Yes.
I said, oh, we need to take the pen, sir. They sent it to Sydney, and Sydney Cartier said to me, oh, we need to replace the nib. I said, you guys are out of your fucking mind. I said, the nib is beautiful. I paid $1,000 for that pen. Because
Did they give you the conversion kit?
No, I just said send the fucking thing back. I was so angry at him.
That's annoying.
And I'm gonna go and see them one day when I'm in a bad mood and say, look, you guys, I just want the converter. I want this thing. Okay.
I know a guy down there. Do you want me to send him a message about it and get you the converter?
Yeah, I just want the fucking converter. I want the fucking converter for the thing. They really pissed me off, you know. Now, this is one of my favorite fountain pens. This is actually, it's a Pilot Sailor, a Japanese pen.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, but what I love about this one, it's really fat. It's really fat nib because I like to have. Okay, so that's absolutely, that's the fattest nib I've got. Another pen that looks like shit, feels like shit, but it's one of the nicest pens I've ever used. Okay, it's Italian.
Which one? Monte Grappa?
No, this is an Omas. This is an Omas.
Oh, yeah, Omas. Yeah.
Omas. And it's just shit. Absolutely, it's got a gold nib, but it actually writes so well. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not scratchy. You know that scratchy. It's not scratchy. It's nice and smooth.
It's fucking beautiful. I love the nib.
Mm-hmm.
And this here is my Omas 360. You see, it's actually it's a triangle. You see what I mean? Very the shape. Nice. That's a model called the Omas 360 because it's, I don't know. That's just, you see, it's not circular.
Show me with the lid off. Oh, very nice. But so it's still round on the spot that you, is it still it is, right? Okay.
So it's triangular. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, wow, look, and it's got the Greek key down there. It's got that lovely Greek key on the gold part.
Exactly.
I think it's called the meander, isn't it?
And I've got that on the lid as well. It's in two spots, right?
I think they call that the meander pattern. Yeah, that's
that
gorgeous.
was actually quite expensive, but I always wanted one, and I thought, fuck, I bought it.
Yeah, right.
It's actually a nice pen. It's actually a real. It's flimsy. It's not. Now I've got two other pens. Okay, so that's my pens there. Then the pens that I'm using, I have two pens I'm using. So this is a Parker Duo Fold fountain pen.
Beautiful.
Which is that's such a beautiful pen to write with.
Yeah. Is that a resin? What is that? What is that? Was that a resin?
Yeah,
what
is
a resin
one. And this is my Mont Blanc. This is
beautiful.
This is the biggest Mont Blanc they've got. Okay.
Yeah. Do you like to use a thick pen, or do you, like in the fingers? Do you prefer it thin or thick while you're writing?
Look, I like a bit of variety. That's why I got so many. I like variety, you know. And the most expensive pen I've got is this Monte Grappa.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And I got to tell you something. I had one before. I had this exact same model. This was actually, this was to celebrate the 88th year of Monte Grappa.
Beautiful.
They did it in silver and they did it in gold as well. The gold ones are about 30 grand. These ones are about 7 new.
Wow, absolutely beautiful.
I bought it secondhand. I paid about 2.5 for this one. Okay.
Yeah. Fabulous.
And it's got a wooden box it comes in. A solid wooden box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's the thing with pens. A lot of people don't realize that the presentation of the pen is sometimes better than watch boxes. They're incredible.
Oh, definitely. So, you know, for me, I got to tell you, I've kind of, you know, I'll be honest with you. Okay. With my briefcases and that, I got enough. I probably won't sell any more.
No, don't sell.
I'm glad I sold the Diplomat. I bought it and I thought, what I bought it. I just want to thin a bit.
Yeah.
I'd probably keep my present. Do you want to see the box for the Monte Grappa?
I'd love to. They make the best boxes.
Okay, just hang on there. I'll go and get it because I got to get it. Let me grab these 2 super chats. Pickle. Okay, that's the pen collection. MT85, $5. Show Chief Tit pens. AC3 pens have been in the show in Nausea. And Frank V, nice pens, Arch. Chief Tit, do you own? That's the DuPont light. You know, I've owned DuPont stuff. DuPont also has pens as well. You know, the DuPont.
Yep.
They
many.
are probably the best made luxury good. They're very expensive. I'll go and get you the box because I want you to
for the
see
Monte
the box.
Grappa.
And also I've got the box for my Parker Duofold because you can see the difference. So the Parker was expensive, but the Monte Grappa, I'll go and get it. Just give me a minute.
Go get it. Go get it. Well, Archie's getting that. Mike, are you still on?
I'm still here, yeah.
Mate, what sort of Ducati you got? You were talking about a Ducati before.
It's called a Hyper Motard.
Right. Okay.
And it's kind of a combination bike between like the supermoto racing. They take dirt bikes and they put street tires on them, and they race them, and you see them backing them into the corners and stuff. Well, the Ducati just kind of took that theme and made a new class of motorcycle out of it, and I've had
Is it sort of like the KTM Duke, that sort of style?
Is that KTM's Duke was and their Super Duke.
It's like a hybrid between an off-road bike and an on-road bike.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, my bike just looks like dirt bike on top. I mean, it's got a long seat and wide bars and everything, and the foot pegs. Mine are raised, but the stock ones. I'm not a knee dragger, anyways, but they handle really well, and the only complaint is that the foot pegs are too low because they scrape. But funnest bike you can swing a leg over, and so I got this other one a couple of years ago, a 2020 version, and it's all new and different, but it had all of the electronics that I wanted, like traction control and wheelie control and rain mode, so all those cool things. Because I actually crashed. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to answer. Frank V said, do I own any SG DuPont lighters? No, I don't. I don't smoke and I don't have any lighters. But I can appreciate the quality of them. But you were saying, Mike, sorry?
Honestly, I forget. I got distracted, and I finished. What was the question?
He's Arch now. He's back.
Here he comes.
So I wanted to ask him something about boxes generally. I mean, how we've got. Here he is.
Okay, so guys, firstly, I want to show you. Okay, before I show you the Monte Grappa box. That Parker, that was actually a special limited edition for the millennium in year 2000. Okay. Okay, that's what it was. And believe it or not, the Monte Grappa was also year 2000 for the 88th anniversary.
Yeah, right.
So they're both the same vintage. So this is the wooden box for the Parker. Okay, so you're saying, oh, that's a nice box. And it is. It's a beautiful box, right?
Yeah.
That's what the Parker Duofold. So you can see that's Greenwich Mean Time there. That's where that photo in there is from.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Now the funny thing is, so then let's have a look at the Monte Grappa box.
Arch, I'll be back. I'll be back, Arch. Okay.
It's like a Rolls Royce, and this is fucking heavy. See, look at that there. That's the Monte Grappa.
I mean, look at that.
Tray comes out. It's got the books in the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's also got, that's the tray itself.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is I had this exact same model before. I sold it 10 years ago. And I just thought, you know what? I fucking want that one back. I want the Art Deco. That one. I just want one obnoxious fountain pen back. And
Obnoxious, yeah.
the funny thing is, the one I had 10 years ago, it wrote like shit. It didn't really feed very well. It used to always clog. It was shit, right?
Yeah.
This one I've got now, it
Yeah.
actually flows amazing. Now, that's just luck of the draw because they were both.
Is there a difference in the size of the nib? Is this nib?
No,
like
same nib. I think
same
it's
nib.
just, I don't know why, but one is better. You know, one just flows. The other one was shit.
The other one was just a dud.
Well, it probably could have gone for a service. I could have probably sent it off for a service and it would be fine. But I got to tell you, you know, I kind of, with the pens, I'll be honest with you, okay? Let me tell you honestly, I've reduced my watch collection a lot for a number of reasons, right? I put a lot of money into it, but you know what? I'll tell you this, Chief Tit. So I had so many gold pieces, a lot of dress, and how many fucking precious, you know, dress what you can't wear them. The Patek, I've still got 2 Breguet dress watches, which I love, but you hardly wear them. You know what I mean? They're not really.
They're not. No, that's right. I mean, you probably go to an event that sort of like justifies wearing something like that. What, a couple of times a year, maybe 4 times a year, if you're lucky. Even
if that, you know, I'll be honest with you. I love my Breguet. I got 2 Breguets. I'm actually in a mixed. I'm confused whether I should sell it or not. Right? Like I'm really happy. I tell you honestly, I'm really happy I paid the car off. Okay.
Oh fuck yeah! You serious? That's a no-brainer.
Like, it was $1,000 a month payment, right? And
what are you talking about? You're gonna have a Patek Philippe sitting in the friggin' bank, and a debt over your car that you drive every day, or you're gonna have your car every day that you drive with no debt on it, and that thing that you never wear in the bank's not there.
The Patek will still be worth whatever. The car will be in a scrap heap.
Yeah, but that's going to be the case even when you're dead. You know what I mean? So what? But in the meantime, what did you get to use?
You've got to, that's the whole thing. You've got to look at fun. You know what I mean? Like you say to yourself,
Absolutely.
You know what? These things are fun to have there.
Yeah. But you know how you were saying that about the Patek? I mean, you've got the Patek there that you had. It was worth a lot of money, and you can wear it a couple of times a year, and that's about it. Otherwise, it looks ridiculous. Whereas you get up in the morning, you've got your Explorer 2. It's worth, 15, 20 grand, but you wear it every day.
Oh, yeah, 11, 12. But you know what I love too? I really fucking love the Pam. You know my Pam?
I love it. I love them too. They're fantastic.
And I'm not talking about money, how much it costs, because the Pam was cheaper than most of the other watches. But I just love it. Oversized, two-hander, manual wind.
Yep.
Got that brown, chocolate brown, which is actually, it was originally a black dial, but they faded. So this is a reissue of that fold because people love it. It's just so fucking gorgeous watch to have. I love it. I love my Pam. Really, they're hard. They're hard to sell. Pam is very difficult market to sell. Believe you me.
Good.
You will not get. It's sort of.
Absolutely. Look, you know what? I mean, fuck what everybody else thinks. I mean, when the market's shit on Pams like this, it means you can pick them up from cheap and good. It's better for those who like them. And you got this big fuck off clock. It's a clock. It's not even a watch, the clock on your hand, And it's just fantastic.
Exactly right. Exactly right. That's what I really love about them.
You know what? With the boxes, tell me something. I want to make a correlation between two things. I just saw that Monte Grappa box of yours. It's absolutely fabulous. And it's got a sort of Breguet-esque type feel to the box.
Well, by the way, did you know Monte Grappa made pens for Breguet?
I didn't know that.
There is actually a Breguet fountain pen, which is actually. I'll bring it up. I'll show it to you on the screen. I'll show it to you on the screen now. I'll show it to you. So there is actually
what a fluke.
Breguet fountain. The only problem is they want ridiculous money, so I've kind of thought, nah, fuck that. It's a bit expensive, right? But here we go. This is what they do come up occasionally. There you go. That's the Breguet fountain pen made by Montegrappa.
Yeah, look at that. That's fucking phenomenal. It's got the Breguet hand on as the clip.
Yeah, exactly right. It's got the Breguet hand as the thing. Exactly right. It's really cool. That's another one. They got a few different models there. They made a series of pens for Breguet.
Yeah.
But
no, they've made pen companies have made pens a real work of art, even in the way they present them. Sometimes they come with a little sculpture. I've got one. I've got a Montegrappa that came in military camo, and the thing came in like an ammunition box. You know, the metal ammunition boxes that you rip open, you get the ammo out for a machine gun. It came in one of those. Unbelievable.
I'll see if I
mean, I don't give a shit about the pen.
Military one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's have a look. Military Warriors edition.
Yeah, go to images, and it might come up.
No, that's not it. There is it. That's not black.
No. It's see that one that's got Montegrappa Fortuna camouflage fountain pen. That one there.
Yes. Oh,
yeah,
that's
like that.
it.
The box that thing comes in. Have a look at it. It's like an ammo box.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll open that up. Sorry, just give me. Share the screen again. I'll show it to you. That's fucking amazing, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. You see what I mean? It's crazy shit.
$1,000. It's not cheap, but I mean, well, what do you expect? That's not terrible.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, you should have seen the look on the face of the postman the time when he dropped that over. Because sometimes he likes to stick around and I open it up. It's got dog tag. Those dog tags, they come with the pen, right? And so I was opening it up in front of him. Yeah, phenomenal. And the guy was looking at me going, "What the hell have you just had delivered?" I said, "No, mate, it's just a pen." He goes, "What are you talking about?" He thought I had I'd received ammunition or something in the post. Oh,
no, look at that. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. They make good shit. Look. It's and they've always got that wheel. The thing is, Montegrappa's got that little wheel there. You know the wheel, the little wheel on the end of the thing. Fuck, that is very, very military. MT85, $5. Arch, now is the chance to unload all the shit to Chief Tit. Yes. No, I love them. Honestly, I really enjoy fountain pens. I'll tell you something I do. I buy a lot of blank cards because I always send them if someone does something. I always we got a super chat. Frank V, $5. Nice pens, Arch. Good taste. Chief Tit, do you own any DuPont lighters? Do you have any lighters, Chief Tit? Or you don't smoke?
No, I don't smoke, so I don't really have any lighters, no.
People used to smoke. That was the big thing, wasn't it? Remember Cartier has lighters?
Yeah, Dunhill. Remember those lovely Dunhill lighters?
What happened to Dunhill? Dunhill used to be such a good brand.
Such a good brand. Archie, you used to go to Hong Kong quite a bit. Have you ever been to the Alfred Dunhill store in Hong Kong, where they've got the bar and the restaurant upstairs as well, and it's its own Dunhill restaurant and bar?
That's not Alfred Dunhill. I have never even Alfred Dunhill restaurant.
Yeah, it's got its own sort of.
Let me have a look if it's still open.
I haven't been for years, but it used to be there, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, because I've been to the Peninsula Hotel a few times.
Yeah.
I don't think it exists anymore. The Alfred Dunhill. No. Oh, sorry, Alfred Dunhill. Let me have a look. Just having a look. The restaurant associated with Alfred Dunhill in Hong Kong was called Alfie's, a more British dining establishment between Alfred Dunhill and KEE Private Members Club. However, Alfie's is permanently closed. There you go. It's closed. Sorry.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. You'd go downstairs, and sometimes they had like this custom area where you could get custom shoes, for example, and things like that cut for you there.
I don't know what happened to Alfred. That was such a strong brand. I think
such a good
the problem
brand.
is smoking is so anti. It makes me love the brand more that it's out of fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They used to have their really nice briefcases and accessories and everything. Yeah. It was very good quality stuff. And
it was.
Goods. Yeah.
It was. They were expensive. It's the brand. Look, the brand has done. I traveled for the last 10 years. I've taken so many flights to Asia and other parts of the world. And there used to be a lot of Dunhill stores in the airports.
Yeah.
They've virtually all closed now. They were part of Richmond Group.
Yeah, was it completely gone? What's the story with it now? Or is it, or they just scaled
the brand,
down?
They just put it into hibernation for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the smoking thing is a very anti thing now. You know what I mean? It's sort of...
Yeah, I do. I absolutely appreciate it. But I mean, a lot of their business wasn't really smoking as well. They had other things.
I know, but it's kind of... Look, it's...
You think it's tainted by it sort of thing?
Yeah, the world is so PC now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. It's a very masculine brand. It's not really...
It's sad, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's so sad. We've got MT85 joining us. Hey, MT.
You missed Pickle Super Chat.
Pickle, €2, £2. Chief Tit, where is your pen collection? I think you're talking about your collection. Where's you got any pens you can show us, Chief Tit?
Yeah, okay, hold on a sec. I'll go down and show you. Hold on. I'll just turn my camera off because I don't want anybody saying anything about the messiness again.
Yes. Is this your home office or you're at work?
No, I'm just at home at the moment. I was preparing a couple of affidavits for a trial next week, so I don't have to go in for that. I can just relax here and do it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Get them up. Get them coming in very, very soon.
Okay, hold on. There you go. That's part of it. They're the ones that are, they're the ones that are not being used at the moment. So, Archie, you know how you had a Dunhill?
Oh, look at that. The barley pattern. I remember the barley pattern.
Yeah, that's the one that's a Dunhill as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember the old Cartiers that were like this?
Oh yes, they had a special cartridge. Yeah. Oh, you've got a few Cartier pens. They're all Cartier.
Yep, they're those. I've got a Diablo upstairs. You know how you like Parkers? I love these Parkers. These are fantastic.
Yes.
They're the matching one of the ballpoint, and this is the matching fountain pen with the gold nib.
Did you know there was a there was a pen company. It wasn't super luxurious, right? But they were okay. They brought out a series of pens to commemorate different watches.
Oh, yes. Yeah. There's that Monty Grappa, the military one we were just...
Fuck!
And there's a wooden one of it.
There. What's the white one you've got there? The white pen? What's that?
This is a Monty Grappa as well.
Wow.
And these ones, I love. This is our favorite. My wife and I have our favorite. This is Visconti from Italy. They're beautiful. That's our favorite. All of the top row is Visconti except for up to here. And these are Pelicans because they've got the Pelican See the Pelican? But this is an American one.
I've got a Pelican. I got a Pelican. That's a Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
They're Japanese take their fountain pens very seriously.
Very seriously. They make the best ink. They make the best ink. I'll show you
well, you know what? Hey, Chief Tit.
Yep.
Look at my inks. They're all Japanese inks I use. I use Japanese ink. Yeah, I've got those. That's what I've got. Fucking hell. I love the orange. You use the orange?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's some weird ones up here, some different ones.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And some other little ones.
You got thousands of dollars of inks.
Yep, the wife loves them. And there's this special one here, the Odysseus.
Oh, I see. Yes.
No, they're great. I love that stuff. See, these are some of those boxes, like the Aurora boxes.
Yes.
They're nice. Aurora pens. You've heard of those? Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, Chief Tit. That's amazing. That's the pens. See, I've got to be honest with you. What is the perfect? Do you collect the pens? Are you a collector or you're a user of? See, I use my pens because they say you're not supposed to ever ink them. If you collect them, you never ink them. But I want to use them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I use all of mine. I couldn't. I find that ridiculous to have something and just hold it there. It's like you might as well buy shares. Do you know what I mean? So no, I like to use them as well.
Here,
but
sorry, I have to go, Arch.
Hey, we love you, Mikey.
Okay, thanks, man. Have a good day. Nice talking with you.
Nice talking to you, Mike.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So that's the thing with pens, I reckon, though, Arch. I mean, it's one thing to have those fountain pens, but they are a little bit impractical. I mean, if you haven't used it regularly, then they dry up immediately in the nib. So if you need to urgently get something out to write something down, and the friggin' thing it's not coming out, it gives you the shits. Do you know what I mean? So at work, I don't tend to use them. I just use it for, I usually use a rollerball or a ballpoint because, you can't afford to be taking notes about something and then, excuse me while I get out my, inkwell. It's a bit ridiculous, but yeah. The Americans have got this one called
I love it. I'm using this green ink at the moment.
Yeah.
I love a nice fountain. I love fountain pen. You know what? I buy a lot of blank. I'll show you something. I buy a lot of blank cards to say a thank you or send a note to somebody, with cars and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because if you got the fountain pens, you want to write.
Yeah.
So I like to write a lot of stuff. I buy these in, bulk cards.
Fantastic. Yeah. Do you have some personalized stationery for yourself as well? Do you like that?
No, I don't. I used to, but look, I haven't at the moment, but I you know what? I just love personalized stuff. I've also got, I do seals. I do wax seals. You know that?
Fantastic.
You know the wax? I got 2 wax seals. Yeah. And what I love is you can actually mix the waxes. You know the waxes?
Yeah, and get a twirl going, yeah?
You put the pellets into the you put the pellets into the burner.
Yeah.
You mix.
Great.
What color do you want? You know what I mean?
Fantastic, Archie. Fantastic.
Yeah, I love a wax seal.
Where do you get your waxes these days? Because I've got. Where do you get your wax these days? That's what a question. No, but where do you get the? Because we've got the particular
eBay.
They used to have a stationer here in Sydney, which used to have things like that because we need a seal for the notary work that we do, right?
Yes.
So we need it professionally, but using the wax, we used to use that just as like a novelty sort of thing every now and then. You know what I mean? And the place closed down. The place closed down. It was so sad.
People, I tell you this now, people aren't sending letters. You know, newsagents. You remember newsagents? That used to be a good business. Bank managers used to buy a news agency. In retirement. They were you had a news agency, right?
Absolutely.
They have all closed down because who gets newspapers? And what happened was the supermarkets, see, they never were allowed to sell newspapers because the supermarket said they want to sell newspapers and they want to sell the top magazines. They're not interested in the specialty. They wanted the Woman's Weekly, the New, all that sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
And that killed the newsagents. Really became a smoke plate to sell cigarettes, and then cigarettes. If you're selling cigarettes legally, like legal, they're $50 a packet. You know, the tax is exorbitant, right?
Absolutely. Look, I mean, they got into their cigarettes, and they got into the other thing. They got into was the gambling stuff, like the lotto and the scratchies and all that shit. And so the old-fashioned newspaper store that used to have like your favorite magazines and newspapers and a lot of stationery and stuff, like perhaps remember Penfolds, the news agencies Penfolds, they're gone basically. I think is there even one left anymore?
Yeah,
they were fabulous. Used to go in there and get all your stuff, but now it's all online now. Stuff
they were a big stationery, big Jackson and O'Sullivan. I used to love that stuff, the different papers, and it's a different world now. You know what I mean? The world is not the same. You know.
Absolutely. Do you remember how you'd feel after the Christmas holidays when you were a kid, and then the back to school time was coming, and you'd be going, "Oh, you've got to go back to school." But the one good thing was you got to go to the news agency and get new pens and all the new stationery. And I don't know about you, but that with my friends, we used to get all excited about that. And I tried to get into it with my kids and say, "Oh, aren't you happy you're getting all your new stuff for the new year, your new rules, your new pens?" And they're like, "What's he on about? What's he on about? What new rules and pens?"
You remember when you went to school, everyone smelled. You had that smell from the suitcase. You used to take in that port. In Queensland, we called them ports. They were the cardboard school bag. You remember that, the cardboard, and everyone would have the smell of Barter. You know, those shoes with the
Barter Scout.
Barter Scout shoes. Remember that? It had that smell to it. It was like at the start of the year, it had that smell to it.
Yeah, that crisp new smell. Exactly right.
And I mean, that's all changed now, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, all they know, they don't care about that sort of thing. They just get onto the computer, and even their lessons are being given to them via the computer. So at the beginning of the year, we've got all the Latin books, the history books, and there's me ticking them off the list and going, "What are you doing?" It's all being provided electronically. And I said, well, I think the kids should have a hard copy so they can get a friggin' book, outline bit if they want to, and read something. It's like, no, they sit at their desk and they're reading it off the screen. I'm going, what the fuck? What is that?
I'll tell you something. I don't want to put anyone down. Can I tell you a story?
Tell me.
I went to the dump, the recycling place, right?
Yeah.
And I said to the guy, "Where do I put this?" Because I was throwing some IT equipment out.
Yeah.
And I saw a bin just full of books. I said, "That's so sad." He goes, "No one needs books anymore, mate." And I'm thinking, why would I listen to a bin manager, a guy at a bin place? I didn't say anything. I just thought it's sad. You see books being thrown. Remember, books was such a. I honestly, I think it's very, very like I'm surrounded by books. I don't know if you noticed there, right? There's books, right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad. People, it's changed. The hobby. It's kind of.
It is sad. It's sad because when you've read a book, it's sort of taken up a bit of your. It's taken up a bit of your soul, it's added to you. And then you've got it and you put it over on the shelf and it's there. It's like a receipt for that thing that you've done. Do you know what I mean? Whereas people get these Kindles and they read things online. And it's like, but there's no proof that you've ever had it. It's never. There's no physical thing left anymore. It's just RAM, you know. It's
Are the
just
magazines
electronic
considered
memory.
books?
I think so. I think some magazines, when they're good quality magazines, not
Like
like
the Playboys I'm thinking about. I think they're Playboys, right, Archie?
Many magazines I've got. I collect all sorts of stuff. I got Playboy from my birth year. That's what I bought, was a whole
That's
set of
considered
Playboy from my
that's
birth.
considered
1972 I was born. So I've got 12. I've only got 12, but it's 12 from 1972, right?
it's for the literature, right? So I mean that's considered.
Well, actually, to be totally honest with you, the articles they reviewed cars from the times, like the Playboy cars. There is a fucking Pantera. A Pantera is in it. There's a Mercedes 600 Pantera, some Cadillac that had. It's quite actually interesting. You know, Playboy. I don't know if you know this, Doc, but Playboy was actually a very upmarket magazine. It wasn't down.
Yeah, it was considered luxury. It was upscale.
Yes, Playboy was kind of sexy and luxury because pussy's expensive. Because pussy is expensive. That's the reasoning, okay?
Well, people think Hugh Hefner invented that, but there were other men's magazines, except for they weren't, like you say, upscale.
Yeah, that's exact. It's quite interesting how they target, they pinpoint. But I mean, Playboy and Penthouse have virtually collapsed. You know, that whole
Penthouse
area
was always a little more risque and racy, and Penthouse was a different animal. But Playboy, the big thing they did is they came out of the closet, so to speak. Instead of selling it undercover and you have to know where to go to get one, they were the ones to come out and say, no, it should be available at men's clubs.
It's respectable somehow.
Right out in the open, wherever, you know. So that's how they did it.
Yeah. It's just it's so nothing now, isn't it? When you think about it, do you remember when? I know this sounds like some sort of nostalgia session, but I mean, it was a big deal when somebody got to see a pair of tits when we were young. You know, oh wow, look, wow. Nowadays, kids have got access to the internet where there's like hardcore porn completely unfiltered.
Even when they don't want it.
Yeah, it's like, what, a pair of tits? What are you talking about? Big deal. And we'd be like, look, man, a pair of tits. Wow. And that'd be ingrained in your head. Like,
if you don't set your computer up to block out adult content, you can end up with a pop-up that you didn't even ask for.
See, I was a great proponent of SBS. They had the European movies. Like they didn't even make a big deal about it. And you fuck!
Look at them, man. That's like full-on porn. Woohoo!
But it was done in an arty-farty sort of way. You know, they get away with it. But
what was that movie? Not Libertus. It was Bilitus. Bilitus. That's what it was called. It was one of those arty-farty sort of almost porn type movies in the days of Emmanuel and Emmanuel 2.
Remember Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah, Porkies.
And
Porkies. Oh man, you know those were the movies of the time. Remember?
Yeah, and when you had it on VHS, you'd rewind so you could freeze frame on the tits because there was a flash of boob.
And did you realize, you know, the girl Samantha from Sex and the City was actually in those Porkies movie? Did you know that?
Yes, wasn't she also in Police Academy?
I think so, yes. And, you know, remember that character, Ducky? That became 2.5 Men. Alan from 2.5 Men.
That was true, Ducky,
you know Ducky?
Yeah, completely. I didn't put two and two together with that,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was topless in Porky's, I think.
Who was
topless?
Samantha?
Well, whoever the Kim Cattrall character is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the world has gone so PC, you know. Sex and the City, the movie, makes me vomit. You know, they were so PC, politically correct. And
what was that? Who was that? Wasn't it there was some really big boobed, like, sort of dominatrix one that was in Police Academy 1 who got her boobs out at one stage. I remember rewinding back to that. Oh, rewinding back to that.
Those were the days, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they sat down and they watched Benny Hill and they said, you know, we can do this.
Benny Hill was great. How good was Benny Hill?
See, I want to go back in time when we had faxes. You know faxes?
Yeah.
Remember
They're
faxes?
all faded now. You know, faxes have all faded. Anybody who hasn't photocopied a fax, it's gone.
Yeah. No. That's exactly. Remember faxes? They were.
Right now?
We used to watch Steve Vizard. Remember
before fake
faxes?
news?
Remember that?
Steve Vizard, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Do you remember
he was a lawyer? He was a lawyer, actually. You know that?
He was a lawyer. And there was the other one. Who was the other one that was with Bert Newton? Don Lane, the American. Remember Don Lane?
Oh,
on the Don Lane show?
Yeah.
And he used to have his sidekick was Bert Newton, and Don Lane was an American. He was fantastic.
Yes, Don Lane.
Yeah. We're talking about when we were little now, Archie. We're talking about a long time ago.
No, that's right. And then they had the Graham Kennedy. I like Graham Kennedy.
Yeah, he was mad. Another one.
As a kid, we watched Blankety Blanks. You know, Blankety
Blanks.
Remember?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, with that Noel guy.
We had that lady. Oh, who was that lady? Not Nolene was there.
Nolene Brown.
Ugly Dave Gray.
Ugly Dave Gray.
You had that Stuart Wagstaff guy. Stuart Wag. He was like an Australian Robert Wagner, wasn't he?
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of Robert Wagner, do you remember Robert Wagner's sports Mercedes in Heart to Heart?
Yes, the SLs, the 107 SLs. And then, later on when they did the reshape, they had the BMW E38 7 Series. That's the best looking 7 Series.
Yeah. Those cars were great. I love those cars.
I mean, Robert Wagner, something went fishy with his wife. He went on a vessel.
He killed her. That's the fishy part. He
was never jailed.
No, yeah.
That's because he's a Hollywood star.
It was Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, wasn't it?
Yes.
You know who also wasn't jailed? Robert Blake.
Who's Robert Blake?
He had a good alibi though, in that he wanted to kill his wife, but he forgot the gun. So he went back to get the gun, and when he came back, she'd been already shot.
Wait a minute, who's Robert Blake?
He's a Hollywood star.
I didn't know that one.
He used to be in something called The Little Rascals when he was a kid, and then he was on a show called Beretta. I don't know what he was doing in between, but he did a number of.
I'm just bringing him up. Oh, that's him there. You know him.
Yeah.
He's on the screen here now. That's Robert Blake?
Yeah, Robert Blake.
What do they reckon he knocked off his wife? Do they?
Allegedly.
There was a third person on the boat with Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little bit out there.
A little bit. Jesus.
I like watching Christopher Walken. He's so different that almost everything he does is entertaining because he's just so different.
He's 95. Robert Wagner is 95 now.
Maybe he'll tell the truth on his deathbed. You think?
Good-looking bloke. Jesus Christ, look at him. He's magnificent.
Yeah, I mean, why would he kill? Why would he kill his wife?
Yeah, what would he bother?
And Robert Redford died the other day. You know that?
Maybe
I love Robert Redford.
Maybe Stephanie Powers.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I mean, you guys are the champions of it over there. Why didn't he just divorce the lady? What's the big deal? He didn't have to go kill her.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
That's why I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't really believe that.
I totally agree with you.
Some people aren't as wealthy as you think.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you divorce, then you have to split everything in half, right? But if the person mysteriously dies, even though she doesn't swim and she doesn't like water, but she goes for a little skinny dip and doesn't come back, you don't have to split anything.
Yeah. Obviously, man. But you know what? If that was the case and that was the motivation, we'd be all killing our wives, wouldn't we? It's a bit mad.
Some wives kill their husband for the same reason.
That's true. I just don't think Robert Wagner would do that sort of thing. He's already a movie star. He had plenty of movies to go and shows to go after that. Stiff shit.
We don't know how much.
We don't know. You're right. We don't know.
We know he's a big star, but we don't know how good he is with money management. Could he afford to divide everything in half and still be comfortable? We don't know any of that.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, the chat expects me to come up with things like this because to them, this is a conspiracy theory that he would actually kill his own wife. I mean, come on. Of course. That's a conspiracy theory.
It's all gold stuff.
Because, of course, no one ever does that.
No, never. It's like Chevy Chase, never. Do you remember Chevy Chase in what was that movie? My favorite comedy ever.
I love those Mercedes so much, you know.
Caddyshack was pretty good.
Caddyshack was great. Have you ever watched Caddyshack, Arch?
Although Bill Murray kind of stole it.
Oh, yeah. Chevy Chase. You know, I absolutely loved Chevy Chase. I remember I loved him in Spies Like Us. Remember Spies Like Us?
Yeah. And Fletch, the first Fletch.
Yeah, those were. I love Rodney Dangerfield as well.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, Rodney! I can watch Rodney going on Johnny Carson. It's on YouTube all over the place. Yeah. I can watch those all night.
I love watching him on Johnny Carson because Johnny Carson.
No respect at all.
I get no respect at all. Yeah, and Johnny Carson just cannot keep a straight face with him. No. He finds him freaking hilarious. He's completely out of control.
There's one of them where he just is like he does the stand-up routine, then he sits down on the couch, then he does more stand-up routine. Johnny's just balled over and just can't stop laughing, and then he goes, so now what do we do?
Exactly. You know, he had a really good speech at some event where Ronald Reagan was there. That's on YouTube. Have you seen that one as well?
Oh yeah, where he was.
He was an MC at something.
It was an MC because it wasn't like the press corps dinner. It was just some sort of thing where Ronald Reagan and his wife were there. They were all laughing, and he wasn't. I don't remember him telling jokes about them. He was doing his stand-up, telling jokes about himself.
Yeah. I don't get respect and all that usual thing.
Yeah. So it was more just what he did the best.
Yeah.
There's also a movie, I can't remember the name of it, where he was a photographer and he was photographing kids, which he hated.
I've never seen that.
It wasn't a big runaway hit, but I thought it was hilarious just the way he was saying nasty stuff about these kids.
he is hilarious. He was in Caddyshack as well, you know that, don't you?
Well, that's the problem with Caddyshack is they had so many people in it that each one kind of sort of stole their scenes and things. Caddyshack had what's the name? Ted Knight, was that his name?
Yeah, Ted Knight was the judge. Judge Smells. Ted Knight was Judge Smells.
Yeah, so he was fabulous.
And he said, I sentenced a kid to death once. Didn't want to do it. I felt I owed it to him. It was just freaking unbelievable. He was so good.
So I don't know. They had a lot of. Let's just say they had a lot of people to steal scenes in that movie, Caddyshack.
Yeah, I know. It's a fantastic movie.
But Bill Murray chasing the Gophers, that's pretty much what most people remember about Caddyshack.
Yeah. At the end, the gopher gets away when he starts dancing on the outside.
I'm all right.
That's right. I'm all right. He needs to get into the music as well. Yeah, no, that's cool. Super cool.
I have a question, Chief Tit, because I don't manage to get all the shows. I get parts of the shows. Are you of the same generation as Archie?
Yeah, I'm 54.
So what do you do for that full head of hair that you've got?
My hair?
Yes. Like if you look at Archie, he's kind of holding on to what he's got.
Genetics. It's just genetics,
It's
mate.
just genetics, mate. It's just genetics.
It's genetics.
You know,
I don't do anything to it.
They say statistically by age 50, 50% of men will be balding by age 50. By age 80, 80% will be balding. It's easy to remember the numbers because they kind of go with your decade, you know?
But you know what? Don't you reckon you get to a certain age where you don't give a fuck anymore?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. You don't give a fuck.
I remember
you start
Norm
to not give
MacDonald.
a fuck. It's like, you know, you got confidence about you anyway, and looks have really got nothing to do with it anymore.
Norm MacDonald is, I always thought he was hilarious, one of my favorites. And he would say, you ever notice that alcoholics always have a full head of hair? Like they don't, what are they doing? They don't even need it.
He's fucking funny. He's really funny on those, what's those movies? The Juice Bigelow movies. Oh, fucking, they are the best.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was in that. He was in that. He was one
Rob
of the
Schneider was doing that stuff.
No, Rob Schneider was doing it, but he was also in it in those. He was one of the man whores, the regular man whores, the Scottish man whore.
I could only imagine. Oh, that's right.
You remember he's the Scottish man whore. That's him.
That's right. That was hilarious, actually.
He was so fucking good in that role. Oh man.
I'd forgotten.
The best one out of those was Juice Bigelow, European Gigolo. He's in a blue evening breakfast, and that you remember there was that woman that he was dating, and she needed Juice Bigelow, and she had that penis underneath the veil, and it used to get up every now and then like this, and they were doing the awards, and she falls into the other woman who's got the hole in the trachea. So the dick goes into the trachea, and Norm spits up all his breakfast because he's watching it on TV. Oh my God, that's the funniest fucking scene, that thing.
You know,
I think I'll watch it again tonight.
They had a little bit on board when they came up with that, for sure.
Yeah, I reckon. You'd have to, wouldn't you?
Well, guys, we got to wrap this up, baby. We got to wrap her up, baby. I want to thank you, Chief Tit. Thanks for coming on, man. It was great. Reminiscing, man. I got to tell you, it's kind of sad now. You know, like
nobody reads books anymore. Yes.
Life has changed. The society has changed. You know, it's sort of.
The attention span is now 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
That's why TikTok's so bloody successful, you know?
Yes. Guys, let's thank our super chatters. We had Horror Breakdown, Thomas Burnett, NATO, Terry Boston, Chief Tit, Horror Breakdown, Crown Gold, Little Dave, Pickled Pickle, MT85, Frank V, Pickled Pickle, MT85, Bell, AC, would you eat a baby's foreskin for fight? No, I would not. No, definitely not.
It doesn't have to be connected. It could be already removed with a circumcision.
No, definitely not, guys. No.
It's a small
guys,
amount,
that's the show. I gotta go. See you later, guys. Love yous all. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW. David SW.